What's up, Stat Collectors? It's your boy Hstats, and man, look who I bumped into, Mr. X. You know, I couldn't believe it. He's actually here. So, Mr. X, I just want you to walk you around the store. Let me know what you think of the store. Like, you know, what's your highlights? Like, what's your best statue? Something that you would get. As you guys know, he's one of YouTube's best. His YouTube channel is hilarious. So, if you guys haven't checked it out yet, I would suggest go check out the Extreme channel. He's hilarious. So, let's take a walk. Let's go.
Okay. So first of all, first time being here.
Yep.
Thanks to Marcos. You know, CollectorZown is fantastic. You know, even the cons don't have this many statues anymore. They used to back in the day, but like the big San Diego and New York. So it's awesome to actually see this. You see a ton of people here.
Yep, correct.
What I like, what he did actually, it's pretty organized to an extent. And I'll talk about that in a moment. But like you got Weta over there, you got Sideshow in the corner, Iron Studios, Pure Arts. So whatever your flavor is, you can go look. And the cool thing for me, I've probably seen about, of the larger statues, the quarter scale or bigger, I've probably seen 25 to 50% in person already.
Right.
And mostly in my house, which is bad. But so those obviously didn't get a lot of attention from me. But I did see a lot that I haven't seen in person that really surprised me, both positive and negative.
Right.
So,
and you've owned some of the Weta statues. I know you had the.
So I didn't own that.
Okay.
We don't want to say how I got that because it involves one of Marcus's competitors. Okay. But I reviewed it for somebody.
Right.
And but so I want to start with Darkside actually because I just watched a YouTube video of Darkside a week or two ago.
Okay.
And I thought he looked horrible.
Yeah.
This is Weta's, Zack Snyder. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, when I saw this in person, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah,
you know,
I was pleasantly surprised by that. So this was one that kind of stood out to me for those reasons. You're gonna think I'm crazy, but I shit you not.
Okay.
These Weta pieces are my favorite.
Yeah. This is from Labyrinth. That's right.
Yeah. So I just introduced my kids to this a few weeks ago, but these are my favorite. They have some other pieces from Labyrinth on the other side that I'm not a big a fan of.
Cool.
Like here's the ending scene.
Yep.
Now the portraits are horrible on this, but the concept's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
So Weta has this niche, but Weta's table over here is pretty impressive.
Yeah. What's your favorite piece on the from Weta? Because there's one here that I really like.
All right, so this is the one I had on my table.
Yeah.
You were talking about.
Yes.
That's not my favorite, but
Mr. X did review this one, and seeing it in person is it's impressive.
Crazy big, right?
Yeah.
Did you know there's actually screws underneath the base to hold this down? You actually have to screw it in.
No, I didn't know that.
Four big anchors.
Yep.
So Salvation at Mount Doom is pretty badass.
Yes.
But my favorite is probably the tree.
It's funny you said that because that's my favorite. Yeah. As soon as I saw this, I was like, wow. You know.
Like, if I had to pick the best one on this table, 100% it's this guy, every part of it. And I think one thing that helps is sometimes Weta misses with portraits.
Yeah.
Because they're screaming orcs, you can't really miss with that.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't remember the name of this one, but I remember when they released the concept. The concept of this one is unbelievable. You have Frodo under the water, Gollum reaching down.
Yep, and that creature in the bottom. It's been a while since I've seen the Lord of the Rings franchise.
The creature's coming up for him, but the portraits are a little bit off.
Okay.
Unfortunately. But yeah, so Weta table, definitely the tree steals the show.
Cool.
Let's move. There's a lot of people, so we're trying to navigate around.
And what do you think about this giant-sized Thanos? Would you buy something like this?
I don't know why everyone was afraid of him. He looks kind of like a pussy. I could take him.
He got to go any man with a double sword.
Here's my question, though. In this statue, why does he have the sword and the gauntlet? You don't need the sword if you got the gauntlet, right?
You know what? I didn't think of that. That makes a lot of sense.
Am I right?
He doesn't really need it. All right.
All right, so here we have a mix of Sideshow and actually Sideshow, PCS, and Prime 1.
Yep.
And there's two queens.
Okay.
First time seeing the half-scale Tom Holland Spider-Man.
And what do you think?
Never a fan of the pose of this.
Okay.
I'm still not impressed. It's like, what's he doing? Thrusting? I mean, just not a fan. However, the unmasked portrait is pretty badass.
Yes.
Great likeness.
Yes.
What else stood up? I own like half these, so it's...
Yeah, I believe you.
Oh. Everyone knows that it's like huge base for Prime 1's Alien Queen, but seeing it in person, it's like, no wonder they're still for sale because
Now, do you think the color's off? Because there's a painter here, I think a guy that paints for you.
Jason, yeah.
Yeah, and he said that this is the original color for the alien, but in the movie...
dark.
Yeah.
Like I tried to get Marcos to turn the lights off yesterday while everyone was here. But it is really, really impressive in person. Just, I don't know, the displayability of this is very, very hard. I mean, I can't pick it up, but but it is impressive. I like that one. That one stood out. First time seeing Sideshow's life-size Terminator.
Okay.
You guys are good.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm not as impressed with this as I thought I'd be. This is a piece I've always wanted. I'm not as impressed as I thought I'd be.
Why? Because it's not as metallic, or it's just like
so.
it's too much weathering.
It doesn't look like metal to me. I don't know if it's the paint.
It looks like it's just
like plastic.
Yeah. Okay. Is it something like you would see like at Universal Studios, like a prompt or something?
Well, I don't know if you know, Universal has Prime 1 statues there.
Yeah, for like
Prime 1
triple the price.
There. Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Triple the price.
Yeah, triple the price.
So I'm not as impressed with that as I thought I'd be, which is good because that saves me $8,000. Right? The first reveal over here, I can't remember this character.
Me either, but it says like Mr. Sin.
Yeah, Mr. Sin.
Yeah.
This is impressive, actually.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. And what I caught with this, now with the naked eye, you cannot see the three-dimensional perception, but if you look in the camera, see it?
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, look at that.
Wow, that is crazy. Yeah. I wish you guys could see both things of what he's saying.
Yeah, you can't see it flat with the camera. It looks three-dimensional on camera, so that's a good trick.
Yeah,
and
Sideshow kills female portraits in a good way. In a good way. Yeah. They're just fantastic piece.
Yes.
Let's see if we can sneak over to more. There's a few more Queen pieces, and most of these I've seen. I've been to some Queen events.
Yep.
They're doing a big Sideshow event over there.
I can't get to Daniel. They're all hogging Daniel, but that's all right. I'll get them later.
First time seeing their new Penguin.
Yes.
In person.
I thought about picking this up, but I passed last minute because it was just the ES was just too high on this.
I would say it's definitely as impressive in person as it was in the pictures. So that one stood out to me. I hadn't seen the Mando or Grievous in person either. Right there, those two, and they're very good. So I like those a lot. Try to navigate around a bunch of people. We'll go Pure Arts. So actually, I've had about half of these on my table before, but the Penguin stood out to me because I wanted to buy him.
You look like somebody chopped off his head, though.
That's why I didn't. Because actually today on my channel, a Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer bust launched. So I have that next to a Keaton bust. But yeah, I wish they would have done a torso.
Yeah, this just looked weird.
But it is silicone. It is hand-punched hair. It looks fantastic. The likeness is
spot
on.
That feels different. I think that's my first time touching silicone.
Touching silicone?
Pause.
It says do not touch.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just messing with it.
And last time, what do you think about this one from Pure Arts, the T1000?
So I own the metal one.
Yes.
Which, in disclosure, is one of the, I've gotten about 10 statues free in my life. That was one of them. Pure Arts sent it to me.
Yeah, last time I was here, I ended up purchasing this one.
So they asked me if I wanted this one or the metal one.
Okay.
I specifically chose the metal one because I feel like this is a little bit under scale.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right, that's fair.
Where the metal one, the scale kind of works because it's him changing.
All right, cool.
But let's go to Iron Studios.
Yep.
So I own that Jaws. It's one of my favorite pieces. But this is my first time seeing the 1/3 Hawkman.
The first time I was here, I was impressed by it. And I don't even know how I missed out on this one. It's just...
So I had this on PO, direct through Iron Studios.
And you canceled?
No.
Okay.
They canceled on me. They ran out. Yeah, it was like 6-7 years ago.
And you ain't sued?
Well, then, also this piece, a huge portion of them were broke. Broke.
Yeah.
The leg specifically would break in transit. So I was kind of happy I didn't.
Okay.
And that's why they ran out, because they had to use so many replacements for people that were breaking.
Okay, all right.
Really enjoyed the Disney dioramas from Iron Studios.
You know what? It's something I keep to myself, but I do like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like them.
That's very cool. I think it's, you know, when we think about statues, a lot of times we're thinking horror, Marvel, and DC, right?
Yep.
And maybe some movie. We don't really think of this, so I think this captures a different subset of buyers to bring them into the hobby, which is good for the hobby.
Yep.
What else? Oh, yeah. First time seeing their quarter scale Iron Man Mark 85, or is that 50?
I'm not sure. I can never tell with the suits.
It's either the 50 or the 85.
It's just Iron Man with a different suit.
But yeah, I love the shine on that.
Yes,
that's pretty decent.
I wonder if that lights up and it's coming out the Avengers.
It does. Yeah, it does. I don't think it's plugged in, but
cool.
Let's go over here to PCS. So recently, I've become a huge PCS fanboy.
Yes. I think they improved because once Ant took over, I think he made some changes because I've been doing this for like 10 years, and I remember buying PCS pieces and they would go bad on you. You know.
You couldn't give them away.
Yeah.
I remember that.
No way. Yeah.
So I've seen most of these in person. But the two standouts for me were the Mega Man, which everyone has said this is the star of the show.
Yes.
So, and this comes in two variants, but this is, I thought the price was a little high.
Yeah.
Until I saw it in person.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. And my son is like, Dad, let's pick this up. And I'm thinking about it.
Well, I owned their last Mega Man, which was a really dynamic one, and it's small.
Yeah, the one that glows up.
Yeah, and it's a fantastic piece.
Okay.
But so that stood out to me. And again, I always love this one. I've seen it multiple times, but it looks like it's animation. And it's not. It's polystone, which is crazy.
Yep.
First time seeing Franco's Wolverine in person.
And what do you think?
Now, I've owned probably 20 different statues sculpted by Franco, or Wolverine statues sculpted by Franco. I never was a fan of this. It looks a lot better in person, in my opinion.
I agree.
But yeah, I always thought the pose and the portrait were wonky. They're not. They look really good.
Okay, cool.
What else we got?
Well, the LBS Gray Hulk.
Yeah. So I've reviewed the green one.
Yeah.
And to your point earlier, I'll tell you a story later, actually, off camera.
Okay.
First time seeing the Cyclops, though.
Okay.
That was impressive, but they just don't scale well. I know they're true 1/3, but when you're changing the pose of the smaller characters, I mean, look at this. That looks horrible.
Yeah.
The scale difference looks horrible.
Yeah. And this is supposed to be 1/3 too. That's LBS, right? Yeah. It is all. Or maybe
I don't think it is. Like, if you actually measure the characters, it's probably accurate.
Yeah. Because he would be a lot bigger than Cyclops.
But it looks like Cyclops would be a doll he's picking up.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy thing. Let's do the
Red Hulk.
Yeah, I don't want to say this too loud. Just as bad as it looks in pictures. I think Daniel did this one, and he's over there. So,
Okay.
in my opinion.
I appreciate that.
Conan.
Yeah. Now, my opinion on this one is maybe 80% resemblance of Arnold. It just
Really?
Yeah, I don't look like Arnold.
See, to me it does. So I trashed the shit out of this in a blog when it was first revealed. The pictures. I think they've done massive improvements. First of all, I think the likeness is much better. I think the skin tone is better. The skin's still a little bit off. The sword looks fabulous. We were talking about this earlier. So this is not a metal sword, but the sheen they put on it makes it look metal.
It does.
And if you compare this to their blade, right over there, that sword is horrible.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't pick that up.
It is. It's bent, and I own that piece. It's a great piece, other than the sword. But it's like same company, amazing sword, and the base looks fantastic.
Yeah, nice skulls. Are you thinking about picking this one up?
No, I don't have any half scales anymore.
Okay.
So, but if it was third, and I know PCS back under Jerry did two Conans in the third. I never liked those because he was like traffic crossing, telling people to stop. But yeah, so those are kind of my standouts. The Prime 1 table, there's like I said, a few Prime 1s throughout here, but not anything new really there. But yeah, big thanks to Marcos. I mean, this place is awesome, and.
And what are your plans? Like, I guess for collecting, are you retiring? Are you out? Are you still going to be around? Like, what's the plan? I wouldn't quit.
It's July 13th, and I've already ordered 3 this month, so,
so
I'm trying to quit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to quit.
So I guess you're just buying it in moderation, trying to slow it down a little bit?
Yeah.
This guy has like 1 million statues.
So, I used to buy 20 a month, so I'm doing better. But,
so then you probably are the king of statue collecting.
No.
You don't want to claim it? Go ahead, claim it.
No, much better collectors out there than me. So not only better collections, but better people. So
all right.
I appreciate Hstats having me on your channel. And
yeah, I appreciate it. Now, I can put you on my channel?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
All right. Don't want you to sue me or anything.
No, yeah. I'm pretty sure Michigan. We're in Michigan. It's a one-party consent recording.
Okay, cool.
So you can record someone, and as long as you know you're recording them, they don't have to know they're being recorded.
All right, so I appreciate it. Keep your stats up, Mr. X, and I'll be looking forward to watching you guys. If you don't know who Mr. X is, go visit the Extreme channel. I'll say he's the king of statue collecting. So that's it. That's it, guys. Keep your stats up. 1.